Well, hello all my big kids and my little chicken nuggets. Welcome back to another edition of Mr. B's Art Room, where I'm so excited because today we're doing a very fun project called Bubble Prints. What, Steve? No, Steve said bubble prints. This is a princess, not a prince that goes with a princess. A print, P-R-I-N-T. A print is where you make a copy of something. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Steve, you did this with me before, if you can think back. Well, this is a mixture I made of red paint, it's actually food coloring, and dish soap. I have a straw. I'm going to blow bubbles in. Here I go. And you see how the bubbles puff up. What we want to do is try and print or capture those bubbles. So I take a piece of paper and pop, 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 pop. Then lift it up and you can see I've caught it. That is a print, not a prince, a print. So today we'll be making bubble prints. What I want you to get for materials is a couple cups. You can use different size. You can see this is a little cup. It's going to make a smaller print, or a bigger cup for a bigger print. So you need some cups, you need some water, you need some kind of dish soap. I've got this blue dish soap. Color on the dish soap doesn't matter. It can be yellow dish soap, blue dish soap, clear. It doesn't matter. You need a straw and either paint. I've got this regular paint. You can use paint, or you may have food coloring. Okay, so you want to get those materials and, of course, some paper too. So get those materials. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. In order to make bubble prints, the first thing you need to do is make your mixture. And that's can be a tricky thing, but I'll show you some tips to make it easy. So I start with a cup that has some water in it. It's about halfway full. I'm going to add some dish soap. The amount doesn't really matter, but you want to make sure it creates bubbles. So I'm going to add a little bit more than I think I should. Get a straw or a spoon and stir that up. There we go. And you can see it looks blue. That's because I used blue dish soap. The color won't show up. But what I want to do now is test it to make sure that when I blow in the straw that it does bubble. So here, let's see if this works. Okay, you can see the bubbles as they come up. So that means it's ready. Now, I'm going to take the bubble mixture and pour it into a different cup. I made enough that I can make multiple cups. I've got the little cup. Different size cups are okay to use. It'll create different size prints. So these are just the bubble mixture that I made. Now I have food coloring. You can use paint if you'd rather. I just happen to have food coloring. This is blue, so I'm going to put blue in there. A couple squeezes. And I'll put some red in this one. And it'd be fun to mix them. You could actually do blue and red and make purple, or mix your other colors to see what you can get too. So I've got those. Let's stir this one up. The next thing is just to test it. Now you want to make sure first that it bubbles, and second that it has enough coloring in it that the bubbles stick to the paper. You may find that it's not dark enough. Let's see how this one is. Okay, so you blow the bubbles so they're above the rim of the glass, and then take a piece of paper and pop them. Press down, pick it up, and look. And you can see I've got a bubble print there. Now, I want to make that a little darker blue, so what I'm going to do is add some more food coloring. Again, if you're using paint, obviously then you need more paint. Let's try it again. I put some more in there, stir it up, and blow to create those bubbles. And let's pop this one and see if this one turned out darker. Oh, I think it's definitely noticeably darker. You can see by adding more food coloring, it made a darker print than this one. So let me test this red one now and see how that works. You can use the same straw or switch to a new straw if you'd like. Pop. Okay, there's some red, not very dark, so add some more. And stir it up. Okay, let's try a second one here. Oh yeah, there we go. So you can see it's a trial and error process. You try it. If it doesn't work, if it's not getting enough bubbles, add more dish soap. If it's not dark enough color, add some more coloring. So now that we have our mixtures right, it's time to make some art. Let's make lots of these prints. It's so much fun. But remember, Steve, last time you did this with me, you ended up with blue teeth because you, instead of blowing out, you sucked it in. It's natural for us to want to drink and suck in like we do on a soda or some water. But remember, it's like blowing birthday candles out. Blow. Right, Steve? No blue teeth today, okay? All right, let's go. So once you've made your mixtures and you're happy with the coloring and the bubbles, it's time to make your prints. This part's a lot of fun. It can be a little bit of a mess, so be sure that you cover your table or your work area. But I'm going to start off and just make some bubble prints you can enjoy as you watch and do it along at home. So I'm going to start off with green. Here we go. You can see the first. All right, let's make a couple green ones. I'm using the same paper, just working in a different area. And as you press down, you don't have to press hard, just be careful that you don't knock over and spill your cup. All right, so I've done a couple green. Let's add a red one. And you can see I'm making a little bit of a mess, but that's what I said, cover your work area, make sure it's protected. All right, here's a red one. Put that one over in this corner. There we go. And it leaves bubbles on top. Those bubbles, you can either poke them very carefully with your finger or just let them pop all by themselves. I just want to do the one red. Let's do a yellow now. There we go. Yellow in the middle. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. So let's do the blue now. This is my big cup. It's going to make a bigger circle because it's a wider rim. There you go. You can see all those colors. Looks really nice. So you can see how easy and fun it is to do. I'm going to make another one. Once you finish your printing, you can turn those into something. They can stand alone as just art by themselves, but watch me. I'm going to turn this into something. See if you can guess what it is. It's outer space. Did you guess it? Awesome. See if you can get this one. It's a vase filled with flowers. Well, that sure was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me today. We had a great time, didn't we? And Steve, why are your teeth green? Oh no, not again. All right, well, don't forget, when you finish your art, send them my way. I'd love to see them. Have a wonderful day. Take care.